What's up, YouTube? This is James, and I'm back today with a reaction to Crook's Corner, his interview with Eminem. And I'm probably just going to do it in 3 parts, kind of what I've seen other channels probably do. I watched part of this when it first came on, but I haven't seen the whole thing the whole way through. So I figured I would go ahead and react to it in chunks and try to make it make the video short enough at least that you guys can take it in one sitting. So we'll probably do 3 of them, and I'll try not to add too much commentary to make the video that long. But so without further ado, go ahead and like my channel, or should I say subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment about what you thought, of the interview, etc., all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and get into this.
The album first came out, Music to be Murdered By, and I was like sometimes I like to trip off people's reactions and shit. And I didn't get the Young M.A. line when she was like, "You can leave this earth, bitch, I'm in rake mode." I'm like, what? Why is everybody tripping? Leave this.
I didn't get that at first either.
Earth, rake mode. And it just flew over my fucking head. Now.
Let me know if you got it.
I was like, damn, I didn't even get that. And like, your verse on I Will, when you said that I got the John Wilkes, that's who I'm in the booth, like, hey bruh, I go ham for dead presidents, I got the ham for a bruh ham. Like, I got the a bruh, but I didn't get a bruh.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Again, same thing. I didn't get that, like, hey bruh. I probably wouldn't have got that unless he just now said that, because that went past I think practically everybody I've seen since then. That's a good one right there,
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even know if Crooked meant for that, to be honest with you, but it works.
Like, I missed that, and I was like, fuck, how did I miss that? God damn.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. Like, that Ohio scheme you did, that shit was crazy. And it took me like 2 listens to get to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Line, I was...
Strangely enough, I actually got that. I got that whole scheme on the first listen to. But there was a part that there's still, like, after the 3rd or 4th listen, it took me a minute, because like the Dayton part, I forgot Dayton was part of Ohio, and it was Dayton. So that's the part that got me messed up. But I was on to the Cincinnati, the Bengal, and all that whole thing. But the Dayton part was the part that I missed.
It's like, wait a minute, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's the shortest thing for a dress. Yeah, I saw some people got that, and I was like, kind of, because sometimes, I don't know if you ever be sitting around writing some shit, and you're like, man, nobody's gonna get this shit.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, well, let me just try it and see if anybody does. Like, but that's kind of the beauty of wordplay.
Right.
It's like, sometimes people ain't gonna get it the first listen; they'll get it the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th listen.
It's gonna take a lot of listens for the new one that you just dropped. Music to be Murdered By. The line, it's so many lines in there, so many.
I guess we got the intro here. Try to talk over it. There are so many lines. I catch something to do every time.
What's up, y'all? It's your man King Crooked. I'm live in Dr. Dre's lab right now. You know what I'm saying? And I could spend the whole episode giving, you know, props to the man across the room from me. You know, his achievements are just incredible. You know what I mean? What are you doing, Marshall?
Oh, you talking about me?
He's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? I got the homie in the house, one of the greatest of all time, Marshall Mathers. Thank you. Thank you for being here, bro. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So you guys think they sit around and have these conversations like this just anyways? I mean, we know they work together and they homies or whatever.
Appreciate your time, man. Let's jump into it, man. Let's talk about Music to be Murdered By. It's inspired by the 1958 release from Alfred Hitchcock with the same title. What made you do that?
Well, it was actually, Dre had the sample like years ago, right? And he made a beat to it. And one day it just popped in my head. I can't remember why. So I hit him and I was like, yo, whatever happened to that beat? And he was like, oh, it's still around. So, but the beat was different. I just updated.
Beat for what song? Do we know? or just in general?
Did a little bit with some drums and shit, right? But like it was based off that I started thinking like, yo, that whole concept is crazy. Like music we learn about.
You just heard the Alfred Hitchcock beat and then went with the concept, or was he talking about a specific song?
Like, I wonder if I could play off this whole Alfred Hitchcock thing. And then Dre started hitting me with ideas. It's like, yo, you need to listen to this album that he has. So he sent me the link to that, and I started listening, and I was like, yo, I could base this whole album off that.
Wow.
There was actually some stuff that didn't make it on there that I was trying to get on there, but we couldn't really work it out with the sample clearing. But I had it even more intertwined than it was, and we had to, you know, pick and choose the best pieces.
So do you guys think we'll ever hear all these songs that M has that are just in the bank? That we know there's hundreds of them. Some of them get leaked, you know, from time to time. But like, man, would it be great just to have all those songs like to listen to, like even especially the ones that he wanted on the album and they couldn't get on the album. Like, you know, those are fire
to put on there just for sampling issues and shit. But
fucking samples.
Yeah, right.
When I was stuck in traffic for like 3 hours listening to it over and over and over, and I caught something new every single time, and it's like, it's gonna take, you know, to about 2021 or some shit before everybody really gets all of it. And I'm talking about avid fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you write in that type of, on that level, you know, like you said you just put it in anyway, even knowing that it could slip by people's radar.
Yeah, I feel like, you know,
I think it slips by so many people's radar. Like, that's why people are like, oh, he's garbage, he's trash, because people don't get it. He raps on such a high level and on such a like articulate, like, it's like if you have like this right, he's like an 8th grade level, he's like a 10th grade. Like, this guy would be like masters or beyond like level, because like I mean, you know, you're watching this. If you watch it, you probably know. I mean, he's on another level of metaphors, similes, double entendres that you could think about it. It's in there, and like the rhyme schemes are so complex that that's why I think a lot of people say it's garbage, because they honestly don't understand what he's talking about.
There's a certain kind of fan that,
is that a wedding ring? That's his left hand.
We'll get that. And there's a certain kind of fan that might just be the average listener who doesn't, you know, they like hip hop and it sounds good. Something sounds good to them, right? But they might not understand exactly what we're doing.
How dope it is.
Yeah. But that's what's dope about those reaction videos, and also the people who break down the lyrics and they show you like, okay,
I be trying to.
Hey, he was hitting these syllable schemes right here. Every single syllable, there's 5 syllables there, or 7.
It's funny, whenever I try to break down his songs to my wife, she's just like, I just can't. Like, she's not a rap fan. She likes Eminem, but sometimes whenever like, I explain it to her, some of the things to her, like actually break it down, she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, her mind is blown, which I appreciate. I really like that, because like, it should be blown, but like, she didn't get it, you know, she's just an average listener. But when it's explained, so hopefully that's what people get when they do watch like my videos, other people's videos.
Right. And he was hitting these right here, and he started a new syllable scheme, rhymed with that syllable scheme, and then came back at the end and rhymed with the first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that helps people like really
to understand the genius.
Yeah, to
zoning off of one joint, stopping the limo, hopping the window, shopping the demo at gunpoint.
Yeah.
The outer rhymes are 2 syllables. The inner rhymes are 5 syllables.
Yeah.
That's, in my opinion, what makes you one of the greatest.
Compound syllables.
Yeah, but that's, to me, my opinion back to you, because when we did what the fuck was it? My House. Like, this is me and Royce joke about this shit all the time. We're like, fuck, Crooks gonna be on this song. All right. But we joke about that shit all the time, because it's like, you and him, to me, make verses that, even if you lay them first, they're untoppable. So it's like,
wow,
I can only hope to tie. at best.
He's so humble.
That's a big compliment from you, dog.
But bro, when you did my house, the lights out, utilities in the facility, the lights out, the wipe out. I forgot the next scene, but utilities in the, like, he was rhyming all that.
Right.
Like, that shit was like, and being able to keep it going, like, that's what I think a lot of the average listener sometimes might not understand.
That's when they get bored and they're like, oh, it's just, this is whatever. It's this rhymes with that, like, and they just get lost in the song and don't stop paying attention and don't realize like how complex it is.
This, because some people don't catch the syllables. They think that we're, rhyming, my house, the lights out, utilities in the facility, like house rhymes and out rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're not catching the full scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not catching the my house.
They're not real hip hop heads.
Lights out. Lights out. Wipe out. Like, there's two there, but then there's utilities in the facility.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like, that's the beauty to me of the craft of MCing. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that.
That's important to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's, and I know it's important to you because it's what makes rap fun, right?
Right.
So sometimes we might be in the mood to like not to write a song that might not have a message to it, might not really be saying anything that's important,
right?
But it's more about the craft, and we're just trying to go as hard as we can go,
which are fun.
I think that to me is what makes it fun,
right?
Is being able to when you thought of the, hey bro, I go ham for Dick President, like you feel something, right? When you think of that, you're like, oh shit,
that's kind of ill.
Okay, yeah. All right, let me.
Yeah, you get that high. Man, I bet so. Eminem probably be getting those highs all the time. Maybe that's why he writes so much, because like that's what gets him quote off. That's why it gets him excited. So like that's why we get so much good stuff.
We figure this out. Let me sit down with this scheme and figure it out. But that's to me, man, is the beauty of this culture.
How did the Young and May collab come about? I was very surprised to hear her on there. She's been doing damage all around. How'd that come about?
Well, when she put out Ooh, I was like, yo, she's dope. I kind of started following her a little bit, and then it was like...
I need to follow her a little bit more myself, do a couple reactions. Leave a comment down below what song to react to for Young and May.
I started watching every video she put out. And I was more so like intrigued by her persona, like how like she just carries herself like a star, right? Like she's just like charisma, right? But she also had the bars, and I was like, man, like this is like she's really got bars. So then I just went down the wormhole of like the Eat freestyle she did, And then she did Flex.
A YouTube wormhole, probably. I've been there.
And how she was just calm, murdering it on Flex, right? But she barely even raised her.
All right, so I need to check that out. Young and May Flex freestyle. Do a reaction to that. Let me know in the comment if that sounds good.
Voice, like she was just calmly killing it. I was like, oh my God, she's. So I just reached out. I was like, yo, I wanna put her on an album, man. Like I want to do something with her.
Damn.
And hit her up, and I was like, yo, I said I got this intro to the album, and then I want you to be the first thing that people hear after that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, come on. Eminem calls you up or hits you up and says he wants you to be the first thing people hear on the album. And I mean, no offense to Young and May, but practically unknown artists. And guaranteed not that level anymore. I mean, that's dope. And people always talk trash. They almost like try to say he's like selfish, or like, you know, what they used to say about Kobe when he wouldn't pass. Oh, he was selfish. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that was BS, and what they say about him is BS, because look what he did. I mean, he'd have to do this, like freaking throw me a bone or whatever, a hoop to hoop. Come on.
Gave it an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sorry.
She just went in.
What I just said.
It. Is that what you do? You go down a rabbit hole with different artists when you start liking them, and you go down the wormhole kind of?
It's funny because I usually spend, I mean, this has been this way for a while. I usually spend like an entire Saturday. If I'm not at work, if I'm not at the studio, I spend like an entire Saturday going through everything that's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, checking out everything.
Wow, y'all hear that? On Saturday, so y'all better bring y'all best shit. You never know who listening, you know what I'm saying? For real, man. Black Thought. Like, I feel like you guys finally gave us what we wanted, a collab, you know what I'm saying? How the hell did that happen?
Well,
I've been thinking, I kind of wish the Roots would have performed Lose Yourself with him at the Oscars. That would have been kind of dope, but because like I think they performed it at the Grammys with him back in the day, right? Anyways,
been wanting to do something with him, and I just never found the album or the song that I felt like would be good to get him on. That was worth, you know what I'm saying? Like, this might be right up his lane. Denon made the beat, right? So Royce put a verse on it, and then Q-Tip had the hook. And
is that a
when I heard the hook, I was like, my era.
Probably not.
And I was like, me and him are kind of from the same era. You know what I'm saying? So this might work.
Right.
So I just hit him up through Royce, asked Royce if he could send him the track.
Right. And it just, y'all made magic.
Yeah,
y'all made magic. That was a collab that.
By the way, look at that damn soundboard that in Dre's lab. Like, what in the hell is going on with that? Just think about it, like the people go to school, people go to college, like to learn how to use those things, and still could never be anywhere close. Dre probably is all self-taught on the whole thing. I mean, I'm not saying he knows how to use all of it. I bet he does, though. It's crazy.
Hip hop has been waiting on for a long time.
His fucking Funk Flex freestyle was just like, oh my god.
That man went in.
I could do a reaction to that if you want, because I've only listened to like something like the middle 3 or 4 minutes. So
for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Fucking crazy.
But again, it's what we love about this music, right? It's because, especially as a competitive rapper, right? We rap we're competitive rappers, right? We're not just like, we're in it, we do this. This is what we do. And it's like inspiring to hear that shit, but it also like kind of gets you like, oh fuck. Yeah. Like gives you anxiety, right? But it's like, but at the same time, you kind of get pumped up about it and be like, oh shit. Every time something new comes out like that, you're always like my mindset is like, yo, I gotta try to top that.
Right. You know
what I'm saying?
And then you go do it. First of all, congratulations, man. 10 number ones on Billboard 200. That's incredible. You know what I'm saying? I got to put that out there, man. How does that feel, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever imagine that you have 10 number ones?
No, he never imagined that. Nobody imagined that.
Ever. Never in the history of my life. Like, I could never, like, imagine. Like for me, what's crazier about it, that to me is like being able to meet my childhood idols, being able to sit down with LL Cool J, right? My favorite rappers of all time ever. When I made the Relapse album,
right?
He sat in the car, in the truck, and we drove around, and he listened to the whole album. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I don't even know what to say. Because I don't want to play myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, but before we got out the truck, I was like, yo, man, I just want to say, like what you mean to me, man. Like, and I was trying to, like, not make it come off sappy, but I was just like, yo, man.
Man, you can tell how much Eminem respects LL Cool J and his elders in the hip hop game. That's really dope.
I'm a stan of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just to sit there and be like, all right, 15, 16-year-old Marshall thinking that could actually happen one day, And I'm gonna be sitting in the car. LL's gonna be sitting around in the car with me, and he's listening to my album.
Wow.
Fuck out of here.
Wow.
Like that to me, like meeting Dre was just like, holy shit.
Is that what kind of keeps you grounded?
Because when he met Dre, obviously, is before he got his got signed or whatnot. I mean, he was still pretty young. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, I guess he was a little bit older when he got into the game, but still.
Is like your love for the culture? I mean, is that like, you know, after a huge amount of success, you know, it would be easy for you to be a different type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, what keeps you grounded?
I just think, I mean, I'm so in love with this art form, right? And I'm so passionate about it because it's really the only thing that I ever was good at. You know what I'm saying? Like aside from basketball, I'm amazing at that. But that's a whole bucket. Yeah.
Okay.
His sense of humor is so low key, but he's halfway serious probably, but also halfway joking. I love that.
But nah, it just, you know, I just love it. I love to watch, like, you know, like the YBN Cordays come up, and you're like, oh shit, he's gonna be the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit. Why, when I listen to one of your songs, I don't really want to, because it gets like I get things.
It's like, what the hell you mean you don't want to?
Anxiety, but I have to. I mean, I not that I don't want to, but
yeah, man. I mean,
it's fucking nerve-wracking every time you and Royce, you know. And I think because you know, we're also in this circle together, kind of, and it's like, but it's like y'all are the rappers. You and him are the rappers that I get anxiety being on a song with, because I'm like, man, I gotta fucking
Interesting.
I gotta push the pen. Rappers like Tech Nine.
Tech Nine?
Right?
right.
He's so fucking
Casey Mo?
efficient.
Right.
I don't know another word to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's so
Underrated too, should I say. Dude's been in the game for ever since I can remember. Going back to 96, 97 probably. I remember listening to Tech Nine.
like, man, he crafts out every syllable. Every single one. Every fucking rhyme scheme. Like, it's just like you're hearing 20 different things that rhyme with each other in succession. And,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I'm sure you hate this too, like, to be like, well, yo, you don't understand what we're doing.
Right.
But sometimes some people really don't understand what we're doing.
They don't understand
Thanks.
it. I mean, and I get it. Sometimes if I listen to something that you made, I'll be like, damn. Either, why didn't I think of that? Or, you know, damn, I said something kind of like that, but I didn't say it like that. And then it's like, okay, I can't say that now because he already just said it. You know what I'm
Great
saying?
minds think alike.
That's always crazy, man. It's a new era, man. Like, I always wanted to know, like, what's your perspective on people with longevity such as yourself adjusting to the new era of hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's you know, that's another one of the things that make it fun too, is like being able to watch like Cole and Kendrick come up and seeing how.
Notice how when he said new era, Eminem didn't talk about any of the mumble rappers or take it there. He talked about Cole and Kendrick, like what I would consider lyricists and the good rappers from the new era. At least not yet.
How great they were right off the bat. And it's like, you start, like I mean, aside from them, like I pay attention to everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like all the new shit I try to stay up on, you know, who's doing what, flow patterns, that kind of shit, because it's always interesting to me, like the baby. Like, I never know where his rhymes are gonna land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit is so interesting to me because he does it so well. It's the same thing with you and Royce. It's like I don't really know where this is gonna go, and when I get on a song with you or him, I know what I'm gonna get in the sense of the bar it's gonna be, but I don't know what I'm gonna get. What what style, what, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, I don't know. I can't predict a flow pattern. I can't never predict anything. It's the same thing if I getting on a track with Kendrick. I can never tell.
I can see that.
What the fuck he's gonna do? Right. Because he is such a chameleon of styles, and he can fucking do pretty much anything, right? And he's so proficient at it. He's so good at it, and you don't know what you're gonna get. That to me is like a top tier lyricist, because it's like you can get your ass kicked any day. You know what I'm saying? Like certain rappers get on a certain song, and it's like
sure.
It just depends on.
Yeah, just like you. I mean, you probably inspired countless, you know, stupid bars when people knew, okay, I got to get on a song with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
guaranteed.
They just know. You know, I'm very surprised if you ever have done a song with. Every time I listen to a song that you've done with another artist, it's always one of their best verses. See what I'm saying? It's like you inspired them to push their pen like that. You know what I mean? And that's got to be something to walk in the room and just change the energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, but it's you know, it's a craft that, you know, I don't know if I've mastered it yet, but I'm still trying to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I've been in the game, I'm always trying to figure out new flow patterns. And
I think you mastered it, but there's always room for growth and change. So,
you know what I'm saying? Like new cadences and shit. I'm still trying to always get it right, you know? Because it's like I making an album, I don't always get it right. I don't always get every song right. I don't always get every delivery right, you know? So it's one of the things I'm just always trying to improve.
Are you your toughest critic?
Absolutely. I mean, you're probably yours, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, because you know that you can't sit down with the pen and just rhyme the last word of every line. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, that's not fun.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And your love for hip hop is just evident. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the T-shirts you choose to wear sometimes. I sit back and I see a picture of you rocking the stage. Shirt. You feel me? Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like you, I think you had like Lakim Shabazz on one of your T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't even know, you know, who that call themselves hip hop heads might not even know who that is on your shirt. Is that something you do on purpose? I mean,
it is something I do on because I love it, because it's fun for me. Like, it makes me feel like a kid again. It's like, oh shit, I got this album cover on. Like think about when I think of like iconic album covers, NWA's first album cover, Audio 2's first album cover, like the color scheme of that, like how they was wearing the airbrush shirts and shit. Right. Like having that on a shirt is it's dope to me, but it's also like maybe if I'm doing a show and some of the younger fans don't know who this is, they'll go back and, you know,
go back and say, man, who is that on that shirt? And
go
get
back
educated.
and be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because Lakim Shabazz was fucking nice.
I'm raw and rare. I walk in the square of pure righteous. Man.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and stop it right there. It's about the 20-minute mark, a little bit further. I said I would do 3 of these. We'll do it about 30 minutes. Again, it's Crook's Corner interview with Eminem. A couple of things we learned, or we talked about. Basically, kind of how music to be murdered by came about. Dre, had this beat that he did from Alfred Hitchcock back in the day. Kind of reworked it, went from there. Kind of how Young and May ended up on the album, and the wormhole that Eminem went down to find her. Talked about listening to reaction videos and how they help people understand the art that they do, which is really cool. Kind of just M's love for hip hop. Different people that he brought up, LL Cool J, when he met Dre. Down to kind of some of his anxieties, or having other people on tracks and make him anxious, etc., etc. And then just a little bit more going on there. But those are the main outtakes that I can think of right now. He's got a ring on his left hand, his left finger. I'm sure it's not a wedding ring, but it's weird that he's wearing it on that finger, just to me. But that's neither here nor there. go ahead and end the video right here. Be sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, and check out the other Eminem reactions to the songs that I've done, especially the ones from Murder to Music to Be Murdered By. And go ahead and leave a comment down below for other songs from either Eminem or other artists that you would like me to react to. And I will go ahead and do that. Be sure to share the video with a friend that might like it. And until next time, deuces.